Someone you respect just told you your work is mediocre. Or maybe a stranger on the internet called you a fraud. Or your family questioned your choices again. And now you're lying awake at 3 in the morning, replaying it, defending yourself to an imaginary courtroom, building your case. Except no one's listening. And even if you won the argument in your head, you'd still feel hollow. Because criticism doesn't hurt you in the moment someone says it. It hurts you in the hours, the days, the years you spend letting it define you. The Stoics knew this, and they developed 5 truths that don't just reduce the sting of criticism, they make it powerless. Let me show you. Here's what no one tells you about criticism. It's not actually about you. I know that sounds like a platitude, but stay with me. Most criticism is a mirror. It reflects the critic's standards, their fears, their wounds, their need to feel significant. When someone criticizes your art, they're often revealing what they wish they were brave enough to create. When someone judges your choices, they're usually defending the choices they made, or didn't make. The Stoics would say, you don't control what people think of you. You only control how you respond. And the first truth is this. Truth 1. Criticism can only wound you if you've already handed someone else the sword. Here's what I mean. If you believe your worth is determined by approval, then every critic holds your life in their hands. But the moment you stop outsourcing your self-worth, criticism loses its teeth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Read that again. You love yourself more than anyone else does, but you'll torture yourself for days over what a stranger thinks. That's the wound, not the criticism. The fact that you gave them permission to define you. Truth 2. The opinion of someone who doesn't live your life holds no authority over it. This one's hard because we're wired to care what people think. But here's the test the Stoics used. Ask yourself, is this person in the arena with me? Are they doing the work? Are they facing the same fears, the same risks, the same stakes? Because if they're not, their opinion is just noise. Epictetus said it bluntly. If someone criticizes you and they're right, fix it. If they're wrong, ignore it. Either way, don't be disturbed. The critic sitting in the cheap seats doesn't get to judge the performance. They didn't buy a ticket to your struggle. They don't know the cost of your choices. So why are you letting them write the review? Truth 3. Criticism of your character says more about theirs. The Stoics were obsessed with virtue. Specifically, the idea that your character is the only thing you truly own. Your reputation? That's just a story other people tell about you. And stories change depending on who's telling them. Seneca once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a person perfected without trials." Criticism is one of those trials. And here's the twist. When someone attacks your character without evidence, without context, without care, they're revealing their own. A person of true character doesn't need to tear others down to feel tall. So when someone comes at you with cruelty disguised as feedback, remember, you're watching them, not the other way around. And what you're watching is someone who's forgotten that tearing others apart doesn't build anything. Truth 4. Most criticism is just fear wearing a disguise. Think about the last time you criticized someone harshly. If you're honest, it probably wasn't really about them. It was about something in you. Maybe you were scared they'd succeed where you failed. Maybe their risk reminded you of the one you didn't take. The Stoics believed that anger and judgment are symptoms of internal disorder. When you're at peace with yourself, other people's choices don't threaten you. But when you're not, everyone becomes a mirror showing you what you're avoiding. So when criticism lands on you, ask, what is this person afraid of? And more importantly, what am I afraid of that's making this hurt so much? Truth 5. The only criticism that matters is the one that makes you better. Here's the paradox. The Stoics weren't saying, ignore all feedback. They were saying, be so grounded in your principles that only truth can move you. Constructive criticism, kind that's specific, kind, and offered in good faith, is a gift. It helps you see your blind spots. It sharpens your work. But destructive criticism, the kind meant to wound, to diminish, to control, that's not feedback. That's someone else's pain being thrown at you, and you don't have to catch it. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. Every night, he'd ask himself, did I act according to my principles today? Not did people like me? Not did I avoid criticism? But was I virtuous? That's the filter. If the criticism helps you be more honest, more courageous, more just, more kind, listen. If it just makes you smaller, let it go. So how do you practice this? When criticism lands, pause. Take a breath. Then ask 3 questions. 1. Is this person in the arena with me, or are they spectating? 2. Does this criticism reflect my principles, or theirs? 3. Does this make me better, or just smaller? If the answer to question 3 is better, thank them and adjust. If it's smaller, let pass like weather. Because here's the truth the Stoics lived by. You are not your reputation. You are not the sum of other people's opinions. You are what you do when no one's watching. You are the choices you make when it would be easier to compromise. You are the integrity you keep when the world rewards you for abandoning it. Criticism will come. It always does. But it only has the power you give it. And the moment you stop handing people the sword, the moment you stop asking permission to exist from people who don't live your life, the moment you anchor yourself in principle instead of approval, criticism doesn't disappear. It just stops mattering. If this landed, tell me in the comments, what's one piece of criticism you've been carrying that you're ready to let go? Hit like if this shifted something. Subscribe for more honest conversations about philosophy, resilience, and what it actually means to be free. Thanks for being here. Now go be unmovable.